Let me know. Once again, this your friend, your fam, True Streets. True Streets, this is my life coming back at you from the cave. But like I said, today I'm doing it outside. It's a nice, lovely day. It's a nice little cloud coverage, but it's blue skies. But like I was saying, it's nice and cool. Doesn't feel like August, that's for sure. The first day of August is more like first day of September. But anyway, on that note, I was about to start talking about, am I a toxic person? Carrying on from the last notations that we had. Do I do toxic things? Do I discourage my relationships from going on? Am I the reason that they always go bad? Can I do better? Do I even try to do better? Do I perceive things wrong? Do I let my last relationships hinder my first relationships? These are things that go through my mind that my significant others or my exes don't ever know. They may think that I'm this crazy, delusional, however you want to person, or not even that, or just maybe not the person for them. But I don't just think about the stuff I seen them do. I look at the stuff that I do too, and I'm like, okay, if I had to be deceitful, why am I still here? You know what I'm saying? Or if I see this going down the drain, why am I not going to speak about it? I don't want my relationships to end on a sour note, although some do. If they end, I would like to, if we can't be friends, at least be on okay, well, if I see you in the street, we ain't throwing bullets or rocks at each other, you know what I'm saying? It's a mutual, how you doing, or hope you've been blessed type of thing, carry on. You feel me? Especially when you have children together, so you can still co-parent, right for your children, but yet they don't see you being hateful towards their parent, you know what I'm saying, their mother, or whether they stay with you or whether they stay with them, they don't need to be subject to matters of that, you know what I'm saying? Like when they get grown, that's one thing. They'll see things for themselves in their own relationships, but you don't have to put that in their face where as though it plays a big role on how they have relationships later on in life, should I say, excuse me. So the things that we do in front of our kids, we got to make sure that if they pick it up and learn it, it needs to be good things that they're learning and not bad traits or poisonous traits that, how you say, oozed off of us or came in contact with them by us being that way, by us being that poison person. So we wind up teaching them how to be poisonous, if that makes any sense. I'm probably wording it wrong, but I apologize. I never said I was a counselor. I never said I was a professional speaker. I speak words from my heart, from my mind, from my soul. Like I said, these is my point of views. These is my opinions. And I do believe there's a lot more people out there speak like I do. But on that note, I'm going to keep going on because, if I'm a toxic person, like I say, I try to go through life, at least these days, trying to be a better person. So if I was toxic yesterday, I'm trying not to be as toxic today. So if I'm the reason why my relationships ended bad, I don't want that for tomorrow. So how can I better myself that I won't make the same mistakes I made yesterday? Or if these aren't the type of women that I need to be in relationships with, how can I see ahead of time? How can my premonition values work better for me? Or how can my hindsight, increase? Whereas though I won't put myself in these same quicksand pits. Because in life, I see every day that I try my best to be better, but I also have what I call quirks, you know what I'm saying? Glitches, as I say, whereas though, as you say, a glitch in the matrix, whereas though everything doesn't go your way that day. Or no matter how you feel when you got out of bed, it's just, you wish you would have stayed in bed. it's not going to be your day that day. So, as I ask y'all, to hit them comments up, especially subscribe, follow, catch me on my other major, platforms. But on that note, I would like the comments because the comments can help me figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do not want to create toxic women. I do not want to be a poisonous old man for the rest of my life. That's not what I'm trying to teach my kids. That's not what I'm trying to learn for myself. That's not the way I want to live my life until my ending days. Like I said, no one wants to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody chooses and everybody wants to be happy. I just pray that there's some left for me somewhere, They say everybody has one, but like they also say, did I mess up my turn? When the right one came about, did I shun her away? Did I look the other way because I thought I seen something better? Did I miss the opportunity for my turn to grow? You know what I'm saying? Did I hinder my steps? Did I put blocks in front of my path whereas though I can't see that far no more? You know what I'm saying? So on that note, hit them comments up. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I love to read the comments. I would love to respond. As I'm trying to grow in this content, you know what I'm saying? Trying to grow on these platforms. I'm sharing a piece of me. I know I've seen a thing on, I believe it was TikTok earlier. And it was basically saying, will your stories be a movie? Yeah. I truly believe my life story is a movie. And more than one. And I'm talking about my life story could be multiple movies. From serious drama to, I guess, horror, suspense, action, and comedy. A whole lot of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Even porno. So, hey, my life is for me to live the life that I've lived in my 53 years. I can say that I've had fun, I've had heartache, I've never been rich, but I've been wealthy all my life. And the reason I say I cannot want nothing and have everything. I can want all, but don't need nothing, and that's on a daily basis. Even like now, I'll be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but when you look at my living, surroundings, I have a 5-bedroom house, 3 bathroom, wash and dry, hook up, front yard, backyard, 2 gardens, animals, so a studio with music equipment to video equipment, multiple phones, internet service, a decent paying job, lovely company. It's just that I'm just single. So it's like, is all this worth it? For peace of mind? Yes, it is. It's very much worth it to have a peace of mind, to live your own dream, as they say, to follow your own thoughts. Have nobody up here. Oh, the birds get long there. But yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a lot of fun. I may don't get to go where I want sometimes because I choose not to. And I'm getting on top of that. But like I said, I'm trying my best to be a better person. So if I was this toxic person, I pray I won't be tomorrow. Because that's not the person I choose to be. That's not the person I aim to be. That's not the character that I project towards others, I hope. So then I've had people just yesterday, actually, no, day before yesterday, I was at the job and the young lady was like, she thought I was a pastor or thought I was a speaker. And I'm neither, but I'm very inspirational. spontaneous. And shout out to Tiny Tixie. So got to take a picture with her and meet her this weekend past. That was straight. She's on here. She got a lot of followers. I was like, I seen her before on here, but I didn't know her, of course. But I was like, man, she got a lot of followers. She's actually one, I guess, that makes money from TikTok. That's what type of followers she got. She got YouTube followers, subscribers, should I say. But on that note, shout out to her. Shout out to the drivers, the racers that I met this weekend. Met quite a few people this weekend in the last couple of days. So I'll probably shoot some of that content up on my page. Let you know who they are and link them in. It's a beautiful day. It feels so good out here right now. It does not make sense. It does not feel like the first day of August. It really doesn't. It's lovely. I would let the puppy up here, but she'll get tangled up. Then I'll have to get up and untangle her, and she'll probably be trying to come over here, and next thing you know, you'll see the camera start going different ways. So yeah, I'm not trying to go through that right now. A little big bad butt. My daughter's not here today, so and that's another thing why I've been talking about this toxic thing for what's been going on with me and her mother lately. Because I see myself thinking of some devious stuff, but I'm trying not to do those because that's wrong. It's right and wrong at the same time. And when I mean that it's right and wrong at the same time, I mean like, if you want to get what you want out of life, you have to do certain things. Are they always right towards the other person? No. Sometimes do you basically it's like letting people be aware of information that they didn't know, basically. And so when it comes down to it, I will be airing out a little laundry, if that makes sense. But a lot of times, sure, it's satisfying in the beginning, but was it worth it in the end? You know, like I said, I'm not going through life trying to hurt people or put people in harm's way, you know, just to make a point or to get the upper hand or situations like that right there. And I try to be a better person than people I grew up around. I try to be a better person than what I was influenced with at a young age. You know, sure, I believe that my daughter would be better off with me, but she also would be good with her mother, you know. But it's the fact that the things that her mother said out of anger, a lot of times when people say things out of anger, they mean them. So it ain't like it just popped out their mouth then. No, it was on their mind. It was dwelling in them, just like a person that drinks. When they get to spilling beans, a lot of times the beans needed to be spilled. It was the thing that was being held back the whole time. So you need to know these things, especially when there's a younger relationship between you and your child, or like I said, your child are young, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of conversations that we have as adults, we need to let our children experience those conversations, but it's a way that our children are brought into those conversations. So they'll know the way and the concept of things, so they won't be off-centered about what was just presented to them or what was told to them or what people say can happen out there. So they don't get it because in the child's eyes, all they see is love from adults. They don't see that adults will hurt them and stuff like that. But when you have those talks with them, you're supposed to sit them down. You sit down, calm situation, calm, collectively, and maybe have a couple of more adults or in the family the matriarch, a couple of the uncles or whatever, or even the pastors or teachers, counselor there, you know what I'm saying? But when you have certain talks with your kids, you want them to understand that there's people out there that would treat you and stand up for you and be in your corner to keep you safe. And then there's people out there that's the opposite. And you try to teach your child how to start learning character, you know what I'm saying, and make judgments at a younger age, whereas though it can help them at an elder age, so they know not to walk close to the sidewalk when there's cars or vans parked there with tinted windows, to the edge, or they know if they're in the front yard and somebody pull up bluntly not to go towards them, turn around, go towards, the door of the house or whatever, or if they think somebody's following them, get into an establishment and let somebody know. If they can't make a phone call to the cop or got tracking on their thing, you know what I'm saying, step out to where there's a big environment, not just to a single person, you know what I'm saying, because that single person may be in on it with the other one. So you gotta make your children aware of these situations in this world, because the stuff that's going on now is crazy. And that's why I don't like looking at the news or a lot of social media things, because they show too much at times. And it's overbearing, it really is, to see the faces. And then you think about, okay, I have sisters, nieces, kids, I had a mother, you know what I'm saying, I got aunts, cousins, stuff like that, who has kids or whatever. What if any of this happened to any of us? How would I feel? How would they feel? Or how could you console them, you know what I'm saying, and talk with them to let them know it's okay, and then it turns out to not be okay, so I don't want to have to go through a situation like that, and I pray I never do. So I try to be free, but I'm still controlling when it comes down to my kids. And that's for the ones that I speak to, I'm like, look, be careful. And I'm not like controlling, like, you do as I say and what I say only. No, I'm like controlling wise. Be careful out there. Don't put yourself in wrong situations. Watch your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Don't be the last person to cross the street, but don't always be the first either. Don't be quick to fight, you know what I'm saying? Be quick to talk, fast to walk, you know what I'm saying? Slow to anger. I mean, like, I just try to teach my kids to walk lightly, that you don't have to stomp all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can walk through the world and get everything you need out the world, but don't have to be so aggressive. You don't always gotta, be, how can I say, I probably can't even say the right word, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know what I mean. You can walk through life without trying to be so assertive and still accomplish every goal that you meant to do, without having to step on people's toes and climb over people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have a walk, we all have a lane, and if you find it, it's actually very easy compared to doing all the shit we do to get along with stuff, get around stuff. So, on that note, I just thank everybody. And once again, it's your friends, your fam, True Streets from True Streets. This is my life. Like I said, I'm doing this outside today. It's a nice, lovely afternoon. I just can't believe it's August 1st. But on that note, thank y'all for tuning in with me today. I pray everybody smiled up. But yeah, it's a blessing. They trash day too. There's a lot of pizza boxes in my trash. It's crazy. Well, that feels good. I remember the time people would take all their cans and stuff and take them and get paid for them, especially when I in Jersey. But they just put them out to the curb now. But yeah, but thank y'all for tuning in with me on this blessful day. Like I always say, let the day be the day that you reach out for somebody. Let the day be the day that you try to start to be the best version of yourself. Stop looking back at yesterday, look forward to the day. Let the day be the day that you apologize for some of the things you did. The day that you make amends for some of the hurt you caused. Well, them days when, like myself, some of us sat in prison and family was home crying and going through situations you couldn't help because you was taken out the picture for whatever reason it may have been. Excuse me. So a lot of us lost touch with children, family members that are still here, but for some reason we don't talk to them no more. Let the day be the day you change that. So, on that note, enjoy your life. Enjoy this beautiful day. It's a beautiful thing when you smile. And when we smile together, it makes you feel good. So as I always tell people, smile time. Y'all stay blessed. For the ones that know me and the ones that don't, this is how life is.